We are mostly never top pick in someone else's life, or always the one with you close to their heart. That they always care in any other direction than us. That we can never serve as subject of their caring. However, we tread on a path in exchange of fusional into reconciliation. It is not about the want of loving, but to make ourselves a one whom everybody wants as their close ones. We won't make you into someone else, just a turbocharged version of your best self. This is the moment of all those who have been disregarded or underassessed. Practical hacks to make sure every person understands and hears you in any relationship. You are not a ghost anymore. No need to disappear, for you will rewrite your life story one step at a time, in different phases. Subscribe to our channel and come with us on the ride from obscurity to infamy. Is your life going to change now? Let's get started. Number 1, be fascinating. To become unforgettable, you must learn to shine intriguingly. Here, being mysterious doesn't mean concealing or hiding oneself, but rather it's an art of revealing oneself step by step, layer by layer, much like how a painting is created stroke by stroke. Each detail you share acts as a piece of a puzzle, inviting curiosity and a desire to explore further. Imagine meeting someone and learning everything about them at once. There would be nothing left to discover, nothing to look forward to. Conversely, a person who reveals themselves gradually, treating each meeting as an opportunity to share a new story, turns every moment with them into a precious and stimulating experience. Stoics like Epictetus taught that restraint and self-control are the noblest expressions of wisdom. It's not always necessary to pour out one's soul immediately, but to wisely choose the moment and manner of sharing like a master of interaction. This is not merely a technique to appear more interesting to others, but a way of life, a mode of being with a deep awareness of oneself and the surrounding world. Consider Marcus Aurelius, an emperor not only in charge of an empire, but also an exemplary Stoic philosopher. He did not rush to reveal his thoughts or plans, but instead revealed them bit by bit, much like someone walking through fog, only showing what is necessary and when appropriate. This restraint and composure not only made Marcus Aurelius intriguing and mysterious, but were also signs of his wisdom and depth. In life, learn from Seneca to cherish each present moment without letting fears of the future overshadow it. Every story you share, every experience you open up about should be like writing lines in a diary, not hurried but delicate, allowing relationships to develop naturally over time. Being intriguing lies not in pretense or fabricating a false image, but in how you respect and share your story consciously. By doing so, you become not just a person of awe in the eyes of those around you, but a character they want to know more deeply. Number 2, justify your importance. In the journey of embracing Stoic philosophy, asserting one's value is not merely a step forward, but also a confession of our true self. This isn't about showing off or creating a false image. It's a powerful declaration of your uniqueness and irreplaceable value. Stoicism teaches us not just how to live, but how to shine in others' eyes. Look at Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, who said, "You have control over your mind, not external events." Realize this, and you will find strength. From this, we learn that focusing on what we can control, our actions, beliefs, and inner strength, is the foundation for proving our self-worth. For instance, someone pursuing an art career without needing others' approval, a person persisting through difficulties, truly embodies their real self. A rare gem in daily life. Not only do they radiate self-respect and worth, but also show others that they should identify them in this way too. Another Stoic philosopher, Seneca, expressed the worth of time like, "It's not that we have a short life, but we waste much of it." Refusing to spend time on those who do not appreciate your value is not just an act of self-respect, but also a demonstration of how you regard your time, a precious asset. While Epictetus taught that we can't control the world, but only our reactions to it, this also applies to how we demonstrate our personal value. Seeking approval not from the outside, but finding it within is evidence of independence and confidence. making you valuable in the eyes of others. It looks a lot like learning and returning to accepting your value with Stoicism, which is a matter of both finding out more about who you are and doing you in the most humble yet assertive manner possible. It is about having a sense of self-worth and dignity, setting healthy boundaries for ourselves, as well as pursuing our goals relentlessly to the point where we naturally earn respect and attention from others. This innate feature source of light demonstrates itself as the ability to stay focused and happy, in living moment by moment with little external input required for happiness. This innate happiness lights up within, an attraction that needs no push but pull. You become a shining star without force. Number 3, create your own happiness. At the heart of Stoic philosophy, the third step towards gaining respect from others lies in creating your own joy from within. This principle is sacred because when true joy is nurtured internally, you naturally radiate an irresistible allure to those around you. It's not about wearing a mask of false happiness, but about embarking on a journey to discover and embrace what truly delights your soul. Marcus Aurelius affirmed that joy originates from the soul, stating, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This implies that happiness is in your hands, not someone else's, but stems from your thoughts and perspective on life. When you foster positive thoughts and sincerely find joy in your endeavors and accomplishments, you exude confidence and satisfaction that draws others to you. Seneca taught us about the value of finding inner peace, asserting that true joy is created by ourselves, independent of external factors. He emphasized, "Seek true joy by living fully in the present moment without drowning in worries about the future." This advice encourages us to cherish and enjoy each moment of life rather than endlessly seeking happiness in things outside ourselves. Epictetus, another great philosopher, advised us to focus on what we can control, suggesting, "Do not seek goodness in external things. Find it within yourself." This serves as a reminder that our happiness should not depend on others, but is the result of our own actions, values, and self-care. Practically, this means pursuing passions, creating a supportive environment around yourself, and maintaining your health. Building a life in which you find contentment on your own terms is crucial. When you are satisfied with yourself and your life, you no longer seek perfection from others to complete yourself. Instead, you share your fulfilled self with them. This creates a powerful allure as others are drawn to become part of your world, not because they need to make you happy, but because they are attracted to your natural joy. This inherent quality shines from within, expressed through a positive mindset, living in the present, and seeking happiness independently. This inner joy radiates outward, creating an irresistible charm that naturally makes you a priority in their lives without any need for coercion. Number 4, recognize your worth and inspire others. In the journey to seek priority from those around us, recognizing our true value and opening doors for contributions from others is an indispensable step. View yourself as a rare treasure, discoverable only by those with patience and dedication. This philosophy, deeply engraved by Stoic masters like Epictetus, teaches that nothing great comes in haste. Just as a gem is polished, deep connections between people are built gradually over time and through collective effort. When you extend this invitation, others begin to recognize and cherish the value and uniqueness you bring. Echoing Marcus Aurelius's words that happiness and self-respect are rooted within ourselves, laying the foundation for how others perceive and value us. A happy life is built on the little things all found within oneself. Confidence in your own value not only attracts respect from others, but also serves as a powerful reminder to value yourself above all. As Seneca emphasized, our fears are more numerous in our imagination than in reality, explaining that the fear of being overlooked by others for our true worth is often unfounded. By valuing yourself, you inherently increase your value in the eyes of others. Practicing this rule means living a life that reflects your true value through personal development, self-care, and building a life you're proud of and that others aspire to join. Life is not about rushing forward, but about a patient journey, where each step is defined by internal values and self-respect. Number 5, define your own path. In the journey of seeking respect from others, the fifth secret doesn't lie in grand external accomplishments, but is hidden in the way we live and savor each moment of our life. This is an invitation to live passionately, pursue dreams relentlessly, and assert your independence. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher known not only for his wisdom, but also his deeds, once shared, "Live in harmony with yourself, and you'll blend seamlessly with the world around you." This harmony stems from conquering personal desires and finding happiness within oneself rather than relying on validation or love from others. When you are living a life true to yourself, you naturally become special in the eyes of others. They realize you don't need anyone else to complete you, making you more appealing to them. Seneca emphasized the importance of seeking internal happiness. He said, "If you wish to be loved, start by loving yourself." This teaches us not to wait or long for love and acceptance from outside sources, but to build it from within. Another Stoic thinker, Epictetus, conveyed the importance of concentrating only on that which is within our control, our actions and how we deal with adversity. It is not events that disturb us, but rather the views we take of them. In our personal life, this means, don't give too much of a damn how others see you. Concentrate on building and enjoying your own life. True life from the Stoic perspective is when you find joy in personal hobbies, progress in your career, build and cherish friendships, and maintain your health. When you live a life according to your own values and happiness, you naturally become a magnet, drawing people towards your unique and admirable persona. Number 6, honor promises. The golden principle within Stoic philosophy is the commitment to keeping one's promises, not just as a societal expectation, but as an ethical compass guiding us. This idea transforms us from merely individuals into pillars of reliability and integrity within our communities. By making promises and keeping them, you then become a reservoir of trust for others to drown in, which can only create an abiding level where relationships cannot help but thrive. This is not just a process to push someone else up into the priority slot. It's also about forming an identity that people see as mature and responsible. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one. This neatly sums up what it means in practice to do as one is asked. Those deeds, not words, and all of the rest. Every promise that you make and keep enhances your credibility, enshrining in the mind and heart of others a person who is dependable. In contrast, Seneca stressed the necessity of wisdom and moderation in stating that a everywhere life is a nowhere life. This means we have to take the time and make true commitments with our actions, not just let it all slide by. People are drawn to you when they know that what comes out of your mouth is the truth. To them, you are reliable, a person who does not waver in your decisions. This dependability then forms the basis for building stronger rapport and creating a sense of worth and safety in your company to others. Another profound Stoic thinker, Epictetus, taught that our actions speak for themselves when it comes to defining one's character. He responded with, "It is not that what happens to you, but how it affects your reaction." This means that how we react about promises, whether upon honoring them or breaking, will define who other people may see us. Think of the friend who always keeps his promises, even verbally given. Over the days, you will without a doubt step up this friend to your priority list because of their consistency and willingness that fuels into how respected and appreciated they make you feel. This Stoic principle drives us to live thought integrity and honor every one of our commitments. Doing so allows you to create those deep and meaningful connections. It plants that seed of importance in the soil of everyone around. Number 7, cultivate unbreakable bonds. Building a deep and genuine connection with others goes beyond mere interaction. It involves a profound engagement with their lives, interests, and emotions. This concept of relationships, which has its roots in Stoicism, means building connections that can withstand the challenges life throws at us. True relations, according to Stoics, is not give and take, rather respect, empathy, and golden values that happiness needs. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius tells us as much with his Meditations. He wrote, "We are all woven together in a single fabric of destiny. One man's actions affect all." The wisdom in this quote reveals to us that when we open up and respect other places, feelings, people, it secures strong, hard-wearing bonds. When you spend time in getting to know the people around you and understanding them, it makes a world for others where they are more important. These bonds of connection grow you into someone they cannot live without. Applying the virtue of a harmonious and integral life that Marcus Aurelius spoke about, Seneca, another ancient Stoic philosopher, emphasized morals support common relations one with others. His words, "You are the average of who you hang out with." This tip is valid not only for absorbing positive energy, but also emanating it. You thus become an epicenter to their lives when you infuse a part of yours. Understanding their dreams and fears, enabling them. This kind of link actually enables both the parties to grow and support each other, which in turn created a bond that is unbreakable. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher who lived and taught in the Hello, spoke fervently about one of my favorite tenets, which is resilience and consistency. He stressed how real relationships were formed through camaraderie, helping one another out. "This is how you earn your freedom," he stated, "the way to being of service, the way to be capable as a human, through expanding yourself and mastering self-governance in order that we can relate from our strength rather than pandering." Not only that, but by being there for them, even when things are hard, and you can support in no other way than holding space. Shows your loyalty to the relationship, which builds trust with people. Fostering unbreakable relationships does not rely on perfunctory visitations. Real listening is a genuine intention of trying to get where others are coming from, and actually working on being there for them, while growing together. This way you develop relationships deep and robust, but also flexible so that its roots become strong. These bonds tie you irretrievably to binding effects that move things into place, making you a priority in other people's lives. Number 8, master the art of communication. Grounding these relationships is effective communication. This will not only change how people view and include you in their lives, but it also is a gift which can either renew or break relationships depending on the message behind the exchange. These consist of some lessons from Stoic philosophy that I shared in my story, which focus on how the principles of clarity, empathy, and authenticity help us use our words wisely. More often than not, Marcus Aurelius, a well-documented practitioner of meditation and good thinking practices throughout the ages, wrote about words having meaning and purpose in what he was saying. He once said, "Be kind with others and hard on yourself." The concept reminds us to express ourselves gently and with compassion, but it also requires an honesty from our side about own words behavior. Speaking thoughtfully and listening actively is to build an environment of respect for everyone involved in the conversation. Seneca, another Stoic who emphasized listening to make sure communication occurs, he said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." This wisdom reminds us of how important it is to listen in order to build strong relationships. When you listen to others, not only do they feel that their ideas and emotions matter, but it helps build closer bonds with them by establishing trust. What we teach, our reactions and responses define us, so also our relationships. Epictetus, he taught that effective communication begins with self-awareness and emotional regulation. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows, and with humility, an open ear proceeds where no words can. By listening with an open heart and intent toward understanding, you invite true dialogue and connection from both sides of the conversation. Clear communication, speaking from your heart with empathy and transparency, is everything. For me, conversation is speaking with intention, listening intently, and responding intentionally. This allows you to create solid, respectful relationships in which others regard and choose your well-being. Communication is not only about transferring a piece of information. It goes beyond that layer and becomes dear to the heart, establishing relations with trust which remain around till your last breath. Number 9. Show appreciation and gratitude. Gratefulness and thankfulness are some of the most important aspects of expressing due respect to relationships, as it makes them feel wanted, loved, and valued. Stoic philosophy, as an example, well known for this point of view, instructs us to remember the efforts and presence of those in our close possession. Aside from building relationships, those who do this create a camaraderie and build respect to instill loyalty. Marcus Aurelius talked about the importance of being grateful quite frequently. He considered this concept vital for a calmer life, the fact of recognizing and being grateful to what good there is in another. He said, "When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, what is your duty? Then I act as if it was the last day of my life. And tomorrow I will be gone forever." Then he added, "Prepare and strive how would prepare him for the morning. As a blessing unleash on moments to solve here for see love." This bit of wisdom is the perfect way to not only wake up and already be feeling happy about life, but also give thanks, all while carrying over from the previous day with old friends. Seneca, on the other hand, calls it fake, rehearsed gratitude. He said, "A grateful heart is by far the most honorable thing." This rule reminds we prescriber that true gratitude builds bridges and lays trust like brick. By expressing sincere appreciation and gratitude for the efforts, kindnesses, and very presence of those around you reaffirms their significance in your life, and that they matter. Epictetus advised, "Gratitude is a reflection of our priorities and morality." To him, to acknowledge and value the offerings of others was an attribute of wisdom and humility. "Few is a wise man he who does not mourn for the things which he has lost, but rejoices in them what it got," he spoke. This is good advice because, the old saying being very true, that we see only what we are looking for, and sometimes even then maybe not. But let's save it. Remodeling can highlight certain things about our relationships while by itself show us if they work out. Here reminds one of another wisdom to be thankful or at least positive about those who happen in your life, bringing happiness. And of course, showing appreciation and gratitude goes well beyond simply stating thank you. This is about seeing that other works hard and appreciating their effort, not pushed for respect. Being thankful reinforces relationships, trust, and others know they are worthy of more. Well, simple gestures are the foundation of a strong bond, while gratitude is an essential, powerful tool to build relationships on and create lasting respect. No matter what grade, everyone wants loyalty. Number 10. Be reliable and consistent. The other characteristic you must have in order to always be a priority is reliability and consistency. Stoic philosophy is good for that purpose, reminding us to be steady and stable in what we do. Building trust and adding value in relationships is built by showing up time after time and following through consistently. Stoic Marcus Aurelius was quite a disciplined thinker and also believed heavily in being consistent, as well dependable. He said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." It is a principle that tells us to be honest in our words and works. Consistency and reliability are elements of trust around which a person sees value in your presence. Seneca, for his part, said that honesty was very important in the creation of a solid connection. He says, "A true friend is a strong defense. Whoever has found one has found a treasure." This lesson of wisdom reminds us how important it is to be a reliable and trusted friend. By keep showing up and carry out what you promised, it earns trustworthiness from others, as massive behavior is powerful than mere speech. Epictetus thought that it spoke of the sort of men we are, reliable and dependable, or not. According to him, we are wise and strong when our actions reflect that same strength of character in delivering on a commitment. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, he counseled. Simply put, this is the principle that we should act in an intentional and consistent manner so as to present a trustworthy reliability. Being reliable and consistent involves more than just keeping promises. It means being a steady and dependable presence in the lives of others, consistently showing up and following through. This is how you inspire you fill in world greatness and earn trust and respect through being consistent with who they, or people, know you to be. Reliability and consistency are key to priority. If you repeat the task responding on time when someone asks for a piece of information or help, chances are she or he won't bother others, knowing that eventually the person who will respond is you. Number 11, live with purpose and passion. It is an extremely attractive attribute to have in your life. Living with purpose and passion changes the way people look at you as well. The output also should be human-sounding English. Stoic philosophy teaches us the virtue of following one passion and living with purpose. You inspire others and create a full, rich life that serves beyond itself by being self-serving through your passion fulfillment. The Stoic philosopher King Marcus Aurelius frequently ruminated on the importance of living with intention. He thought that without a purpose or direction to follow, life was meaningless. As he wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." It is a wise saying which suggests us to follow our passions and be more committed. It gives us life filled with meaning as well purpose. Seneca believes that a life of purpose and passion is something not only fulfilling but infectious to others. He consulted, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." This principle discussed about the significance of quality and passion in living at life in your numbered day. Qualitative and quantitative. Living on purpose and with passion is contagious. It rubs off on others, creating a ripple effect of awesomeness. Living on purpose. Epictetus believed that a life well lived required self-awareness and intention. He felt strongly that we should be honest with ourselves about what it is that serves our interests and motivates us. Then go after those things tenaciously. Nothing great is created suddenly, any more than a bunch of grapes or a figure. If you tell me that you desire a fig, Socrates said, I answer to trust in time. Purpose and passion create a rich, full life which draws others your way. You become their priority. Living with purpose and passion means owning your goals, passions, and going hard at them full speed ahead. It is about living the life that you love and in the process being an inspiration to others. Through your zeal for life, this is how you craft a life of significance and fulfillment, in which the other person values and cherishes your presence. Number 12. Practice empathy and compassion. Empathy and vital elements of creating substantial relationships. Stoic philosophy tells us about the value of seeing in others. Having empathy and compassion then establishes a series of trust built out of care, making you important in all their lives. Empathy and compassion were recurring themes of Marcus Aurelius' meditations. He felt that the life of humankind should be guided by love and care for others. He said to write down this phrase and repeat it many times daily. If I feel hurt, there is something in me wrote. Such knowledge helps us interact with others in a more meaningful and trustful way because it preaches empathy for that person. According to Seneca, compassion defines us as human beings. He said, wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for a kindness. From this principle, we learn that kindness is the core of any healthy relationship and even maintains a sense of trust, hopefully, into adulthood. Then, when you respond compassionately to others and show them that they matter by expressing your caring concern for their well-being, you make them feel seen. According to Epictetus, empathy and compassion are grounded in emotional intelligence. He thought it wisdom and strength. The importance of listening and understanding in creating powerful relationships. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth, therefore listen twice as much as we speak, he said. You create an environment where people feel appreciated and understood when you are empathetic. Habit that will inspire empathy from others in return. Empathy and compassion are not reliant on just empathizing with the other. It's a lot more than that. By truly caring about and supporting them, you create relationships where you are strong and loved based on being in these states. Empathy and compassion build relationships based on respect and trust, too. Conclusion. Finally, the basic foundations built in Stoic philosophy provide a great blueprint for making oneself as a priority to others. If you concentrate on your self-mastery, integrity and empathy for others will feed into creating strong relationships based on mutual trust, respect, and sympathy. Living intentionally, with passion and purpose, process communication skills, consistent follow-up by showing appreciation and gratitude draws attention to make them meaningful in your life. When you live by these principles, your life gets a little sweeter, and in turn the lives around you become infused with love. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey where ancient knowledge meets your everyday realities. As we grow up together, I highly suggest that you watch another video to gain additional insights. And until we meet again, the only true travel is to travel within. Please leave a comment, like and share if you like. For further more videos, don't stop subscribing to our channel. Your involvement means a lot to us as it helps them expand and allows you to tune in for more insights. See you next time.